What's going on? Welcome back to Trending Stocks. Today is November the 21st. I want to give you a pre-market update, go over some of the hot movers and what big money is doing today. Before I get into any of that though, make sure you guys hit that thumbs up. And with that, let's get right to it. So starting off with data points, initial jobless claims just came out. Better than anticipated, so 213,000 versus 224. So the market was already looking like it wanted to break out, and now this is kind of just adding a little bit of extra finite momentum, if that kind of makes sense. But aside from that, the only thing to really watch for today, a couple of Fed speakers near lunch, and then existing home sales. So forecast for that is 3.87 million, but in my opinion, it is just going to be full-on greed mode today because NVDA hit a home run earnings, as well as Bitcoin alts are all just running up. So today seems to be a fairly full greed day, which is contrary to what this is showing. So the fear and greed index is under the neutral category, so kind of contrary, like I said, to what you can see so far this morning. So in my opinion, this is going to move to the greed category throughout today. So again, something to keep in mind. But futures are up, so NASDAQ up 0.51, S&P up 0.51, and Dow is up 0.54. So today is shaping up to be a pretty kick-ass day. SOFI is up 2.11%. No news, no SEC files, nothing like that. So kind of just piggybacking off of the broader market. Plus, SOFI's technicals have been one of the biggest driving factors why it's been outperforming a lot of the major indexes over the last little bit. Plus, it's heavily shorted, and shorts are finally learning their lesson and are returning some of their shares. So going into today, 14.06% of the free float is being shorted. I do anticipate shorts to return, especially with NVIDIA earnings and just everything else. That's at least the logical thing for them to do. And as I've kind of alluded to, I think like a week ago, I do feel that shorts are going to continue to return up until it gets to around the 11 to 12% range. So a lot more to go, so kind of a good thing all in all. Right now with it at 1497, showing signs of a new 52-week high. So with it at 1497, trading between this R3 and this R2. So 1513 is going to be the next strong target / resistance for SOFI, and I definitely do see that being touched today. Flip side, 1458 is going to be the strong support. As far as what I can see, there's absolutely nothing to really signal that there is going to be a pullback for that to be hit. So yeah, most likely, welcome to the 15s. We'll just have to, I guess, ultimately wait and see. But yeah, things are looking a-okay. NVIDIA, it is up 1.73% pre-market. And this has been one wild ride for the stock. So it did have a low so far pre-market of, I think it was 140 140, and then I think it had a high of like 149. So it's kind of all over the place, not heavily shorted. Only 1% of the free float is being shorted, but right now pre-market shorts are increasing 837,000 shares. So kind of interesting to see that there is some level of attempt at suppression going on there, but these are the results. Absolute amazing. So triple beat, all the key metrics that investors care about, it outperformed on. And generally speaking, I think the only thing why there's some volatility more so for the downside is a lot of people are just looking at the multiple now and just saying, hey, is this realistic or not? All kind of stocks that are going up as much as NVIDIA have gone through this, one of which is Palantir. SoundHound as well recently did that, where phenomenal results, but the market still somewhat takes it down. So I think just the multiple is being questioned right now. But as of this, with it at 148 and change, it is flirting with this R2. So just watch for it to get above that. And if so, then you'll see most likely 160. Flip side, 141 and then 130 will be the strong support levels. In my opinion, like I said, logically, if it does dip to this R1 for whatever reason today, I think that'll be a huge buying opportunity, but you do whatever floats your boat. MicroStrategy. So this one is up another 15.2%. Kind of comical because I saw a rant on Reddit about someone trying to short this, saying that it's not realistic, and they've lost their asses over the last 1 year, up 831%. Bitcoin is sitting at 97.3, did have a high recently of 98.3. So yeah, Bitcoin alts are definitely moving a lot of stocks higher, and so as a byproduct, this one, in my opinion, seems to be on a path of destruction. And based on the Reddit post, yeah, it does look like shorts have been somewhat increasing a little bit right here, this little blip, but 14.39% of the free float is being shorted. Works out to be 28.02 million shares overall are being shorted. $13.28 billion in shorts right now, and that has gone up 247.48% over the last 3 months. So shorts have lost their asses. So just to put in perspective, there was around $3 billion worth of shorts on September the 3rd, now 13. So whoever is shorting MicroStrategy is definitely they're in for a world of pain, and probably they're feeling it right now. But it kind of does also signal that they must have very, very deep pockets. On a side note, still in line with Bitcoin, so ticker MARA. So this one seems to be another stock that is breaking out on a technical level as well, somewhat heavily shorted. So 23.04% of the free float is being shorted, works out to be 72.61 million shares. So I do anticipate shorts to continue to return over the next little bit. That's again the logical thing to do, similar to what is happening with SOFI. And this is where I have been stating that this stock is most likely going to hit at least at 26. It came a lot faster than I anticipated. I did post this on my Patreon on Sunday. So if you are interested in popping over there, I'm giving buy signals on stocks, options, crypto. They've been absolute bangers. And so when this was at $20 roughly, I was saying that in the short term it's going to hit to most likely that 26, 24, and lo and behold, here we are. So I still do see a hell of a lot more upside with this stock. So right now with it at 25.04, it is trading between this R2 and this R1. So 24.78 is going to be the strong support. 26.24 is going to be the next strong resistance / target. With this heavily shorted, the stock, I could easily see this moving higher, more outperforming Bitcoin tenfold. So yeah, definitely a lot of stocks are in similar nature, very heavily shorted, and people are just betting against Bitcoin, and yeah, they're about to lose their asses. So let me know your thoughts, and then as well for the Patreon, pop over there in the description below if you are curious or want to see some of the other hits. But SCMI is getting a lot of attention, and that's largely because of NVDA. So nothing operationally or anything associated to that. So yeah, I think in the short term, this might be a temporary bottom for it. So luckily to those individuals that did buy in around that $17 range. So hats off to you, but it is up 6.61%. It's like, despite everything that's been happening, this has been one stock that's very surprising, because I would have anticipated short interest to be like 40%, but 17.68% of the free float is being shorted. Shorts haven't really been doubling down whatsoever, so they did return quite a lot, and this is why I did state right here that it could be a sign of a bottom, but then again, nobody would have anticipated BDO US to come out or to be named that fast. And yeah, interesting stuff. Right now with it at 27 and change though, it is trading between these 2 points. So the pivot in this S1, so 26.71 is going to be a strong support. Just watch for that to hold. Flip side, 35.65 is going to be the next strong resistance / target. So there's a lot of room for it to essentially go up. So something as well, maybe just add to your watch list or do options. A lot of money is getting into SMCI through options. Even myself, I've been doing options with it. So yeah, it's worth a pop over there and take a look at that. With all that said, I appreciate all of you watching. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up and subscribe. I always greatly appreciate that. And one final thing, if you do want some free shares, take advantage of this. They are giving 8 free shares. Each stock is valued up to $2,000. So that's a kick-ass deal that you must take advantage of. With all that said, appreciate all of you watching.